Taking legal action against a Lifetime film company that has produced a film on the fatal shooting of Reeva Steenkamp by Oscar Pistorius. It happened on Valentine's Day in 2013, as well as the court case that surrounded his trial. The film is entitled Oscar Pistorius, Blade Runner Killer, is due for release in the United States on the 11th of November. The Pistorius family has claimed that they were not consulted and that the film is contrary to the findings of the court. The family also believes that the film is not a true reflection of what happened on the day when Oscar shot and killed his girlfriend, Reeva Steenkamp. So Palesa went yesterday to Pretoria to interview Oscar Pistorius' brother, Carl Pistorius. This is what he had to say.
All right, we here in Pretoria, we are going to be talking to Carl Pistorius. He's the brother to Oscar Pistorius. Basically, we just want to talk to him about the family's reaction to the movie that's titled Oscar Pistorius, The Blade Runner Killer. We have seen a whole lot of response from South Africans. We've also seen the Steenkamp family saying that they were not consulted on this movie. South Africans, really, many of them being very outrageous at the movie itself. But now it's time to give the Pistorius' family a chance to respond and hear the side of the story. As I said, we're joined by Oscar Pistorius' brother, Carl Pistorius. Carl, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us here on Morning Live.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much indeed. I mean, the first question really is, how and when did you learn about this film?
I learned of the film 2 days ago. I was WhatsApped by a journalist the link to the Lifetime US trailer. And that was the first time that myself or any of the family had heard of this feature film. Yeah,
and you obviously opened the link and watched the trailer. What was your immediate reaction?
No, I was horrified. I was disgusted. I was horrified. I was very disappointed.
What horrified you? What shocked you? What annoyed you? What disappointed you with that movie?
The trailer is a gross misrepresentation of the truth. And that affected me.
But what specifically did you note as a misrepresentation of the truth, as opposed to what really happened in reality? What is it that bothers you as the family?
Well, I think that the trailer is a gross injustice to both Reeva and Oscar, and the sequence of events as found in the court findings, or as per the court findings. The trailer definitely wasn't a narrative that was found to be the narrative that the court had decided upon.
All right, and we've had the Steenkamps saying that they were not consulted. There's a statement that was released earlier by the film company Lifetime saying that what they have on the film is basically sort of what they know coming from Reeva Steenkamp's mother, June, which is something, of course, that the Steenkamps have refuted. Were you ever, at any point, as the Pistorius family, consulted about this film?
No, absolutely not. Not Oscar, not the legal team, nor ourselves as a family were ever consulted about the production of this feature film, or have been involved in the production of this feature film at all.
And it actually, as I said, social media was very forthcoming about the movie. They had a whole lot of, opinions, different opinions, with some saying, this is not right. Have you ever been consulted by any film company in South Africa showing the interest to sort of have a film on the Pistorius trial, or it's never happened before?
There have been several producers, South African producers, who have, I believe, expressed interest in producing documentaries, and expressed interest to both families, both the Steenkamp family and ourselves. But as far as a full feature film goes, we have had no interest, or no interest has been expressed by South African producers.
But those that were interested maybe in producing a documentary, what was the response from both families or your family?
Well, I can't speak on behalf of the Steenkamps, but the trial has been, at the time was sub judice, and we weren't at liberty to discuss or entertain any ideas with regards to documentaries.
Sure. And as you said earlier on that the trailer is a gross misrepresentation of the actual truth. A trailer is just for a few minutes, if I can say so. Are you saying the little that you got to see, you really are convinced that it's not about the truth? Were you able to make up your mind just based on the trailer?
Well, within the minutes, that trailer's, I think, 2-3 seconds longer than a minute. And within the minute that I saw, I definitely saw the gross, as I've said before, misrepresentation of the truth. Oscar was subject to a psychological evaluation by leading minds in the field of psychiatry and psychology at the insistence of the prosecution during the trial, and subject to many assessments and numerous tests on a daily basis for almost 30 days. And it was not the finding of the evaluations, of the psychological evaluation, psychiatric evaluation, or the finding of the court that he indeed was a killer.